Hello, heroes, and welcome back to what is this? Day 9 that we're on? Yeah, day 9 of the Stormbringer. I do apologize. Let's see, keyframes now are still saying that they're low. 8.3 seconds, not the ingestion error. I don't know. No. Who knows? Who knows? All right. But just to let you guys know, sorry about yesterday. Wasn't able to do any streaming yesterday because I ended up going to an emergency care center to figure out what's going on with my throat. Um, they said it's just the common irritation or whatever they said it was, so nothing serious. But it does make talking pretty difficult. So I'm gonna do my best today for you guys. That way we don't miss a whole lot of days. But we're gonna get back into it. We've got some quests to finish up over here. We've got some dungeons that we want to finish up. We're level 47, so we've got 13 levels to go. Um, so we're getting there. We're getting there. We need to fly north, I think, or not north. Yeah, we've got a bunch up here in the north we can do. So I was gonna say we've got stuff way down here to do, but it's fine. Mm. Let's see here. It does not look like I have either of my buffs up. There we go. And pop our book. Let's see here. We need trolls. Lots and lots of trolls. That explains where all the lightning content is coming from. Jeez. Hey, got page 20. But I could have sworn we already had page 20. I think that completes that whole book right there. Or chapter, not book. Completes that whole chapter. Just waiting on tank today. I tell you what, you never think about how much you swallow or how much like movement you do in your throat when you like hiccup or burp until you have an issue with your throat. It's so stupid. And then they gave me a steroid shot while I was at the hospital yesterday, and they were like, it'll help with the swelling and it'll make it go down. I don't think it helps do anything but give me a sore arm. Well, yep. It's a level 36 Witch Hunter. Keep my eye on him. I don't want to PvP, but it gives us bonus XP if I do. Well, that thing didn't give us another ear. What a bummer. And that is why I hate PvP. Dude's level 53. Has no real reason to try and attack us. But they're like, oh, hey, you're in the same area where I'm questing. So not only was it not a one-on-one fight, because he had a buddy that was also starting to attack me, but I got stunned and there was nothing I could do about it. So... And sadly, I think this build is not really built for one-on-one fights. Maybe if I was going wind so that I could get the little wind dude to assist. I see the little level 32 star collar. Is it because those other idiots are still over here somewhere? It looks like they all left. Okay. What up, vibes? Yeah, I think we're, let's see, rested. We have 57.6% rested XP right now. By the way, thank you for the stuff you sent me. For whatever reason, even though this says requires level 47, and I am level 47, if I try to equip it, it tells me I gotta be level 49. So I can't wear it, but thank you so much for that. Seriously? This is why I hate PvP content, man. I'm queuing for dungeons if you want to join me, vibes. I don't... Well, I just got in one, but... I gotta go get my corpse back, thanks to these yahoos that wanted to attack me. I'm gonna probably turn off the stupid, war mode, because yeah, I get 10% more XP, but if I'm gonna have to deal with getting ganked by people, I'm done. Oh, 2 epics today, which was pretty cool. Oh, nice. What did you find, man? Stupid silence. What are you leveling right now? But I want to get them. I like switching between them all. Yeah. Hey, I'm game with that, man. Why? Bro, this silence is really gonna tick me off. I'll eventually be playing all of them. I just don't know what I want my next ones to be. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, do I want to go tank next? Do I want to go heals next? That way there's a little bit of variety on, like, what I'm doing instead of just doing casters or DPS all the time. Bro, this silence is gonna really make me mad in here. I'm thinking the next one I do vibes is gonna be usually one of our arenas, Necro Tinker, Fellsworn Caster, Throw Barb, and are all absolutely insane. Sometimes other classes like Pyro, but you should see Necro and Fellsworn Caster. Nice, yeah. I'm thinking about doing a Fellsworn Caster as well because I liked it when it first came out, but that was back when it had all of its combos. So now I have no idea. I don't know what we're waiting on. Someone said mom, and then they just stopped moving, and I think it was the healer. Ruined meteor-like spell is wicked crazy and such a cool animation too. Nice. Yeah. That I mean, I want to do either a healer or a tank next, just so that I have a healer or a tank. I'm thinking Venomancer for healing, potentially Pyro healing, but I'm not sure. And then For the tank, I don't really know which one I would want to do for tank, but I'll eventually do a tank. But yeah, Fellsworn is up there as one that I want to do. Same with Necro. They're both ones that I want to do. Necro was really cool when I was doing animation during beta. And then Fellsworn was one of the first 60s I did on Alpha, so I'd be okay with doing either or. Yeah. I may leave I may like do a poll and see what kind of healer people are wanting to see. Because there's like obviously we were doing a healer before with the what you call it, the cultist healer that we were doing, and that was a lot of fun too. So I just don't know if it's something I want to like redo the cultist healer. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Our rested XP is almost all of 48. That's awesome. I like it. I like it. That hurt. man. Oh, oh, holy crits just came. Okay. Yeah, what UI is you using? It's called Dragon UI. It's on GitHub. I tried to link it, and it, for whatever reason, won't let me link it. But yes, it's a really good one. I like Dragon UI. It's a lot cleaner, in my opinion, than ElvUI. So I would highly recommend it. Yeah, so everything you see, with the exception of these two bars down here, and the objectives here, is part of the add-on. There is a little bit of setup that's required to get it to look like this, but outside of that, yeah, Dragon UI. Let's see here. Hold on one second. That's not what I wanted. I don't have my Discord up. Once I can get Discord up, I'll be able to link the exact one, because apparently there's a couple Dragon UIs, and you need a specific one. I love it when tanks pull way too much. Makes it so much fun. By the way, we are sticking with the more spell power because it seems to do more damage overall. We have less crit chance. Like, we're at 19%. I'd like to be closer to 25% crit. But let's see, Discord. Okay, I'll work on the loot collector here. Decent few hours of farming. Nice. There we go. You're the one that sent me the Dragon UI one. So then we downsize that, then we go here, and boom. There we go. No, I will use it. Absolutely, 100%. I mean, that spell power, 27 spell power over the 14 spell power I have is phenomenal. We'll lose a little bit of crit just because of the reduction in int, but that part's not terrible for me. I've been trying a lot of Bolter, but man, do I get dizzy in PvE. I don't know what you mean, Mitchell. Their main ability makes you spin in a circle doing massive area, but you are spinning the whole time. Which class? I'm not familiar with Bolter as a spec. Because the only one I know that's even close to that is the Bolt Slinger. And as far as I know, they don't have a spinning attack. Witch Hunter Bolter spec? I didn't know they had a spinning attack. That's cool. Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's the one I do in all of the groups on my Witch Hunter. Yeah, it's like a gun katana or kata from Equilibrium or the Matrix. You spin around shooting arrows at. Ah, okay. I did not know that. I think I know what the skill is. I just didn't realize that it made your character spin. I thought it was more like a rain of arrows type ability where you just launch the arrow up and it comes back down. I mean, I don't think you're annoying. I'm having to do circles around the melee guys. There we go. Just hold down shift if you want to stay in one spot. Yeah, I wonder if that's something that the dev team could change. I don't understand why you, like, does it make your whole camera rotate or just your character? Because if it's making your whole camera rotate, that I could see would be a little annoying. So maybe that's something that they need to fix, but there might also be a setting in your camera deal. Well, no, because then it would affect all of your stuff. So I'm not sure. That's weird though. That's weird. So like in the skill, you can't stop or be stopped once you push the skill. That's weird. It doesn't make your camera spin, but you're moving so fast your camera is going back and forth, back and forth. Oof. Ow. Well, that was a lot of fun. True, it's very hard to beat in DPS. So worth, yeah. I can see how it would be annoying though. Oh, snap. I wonder what's down that way. You know what I mean? I'm kind of tempted to. You know. Oh, it's just a big hole. Okay. I see what it is. It's so like that over there is where you actually drop down to go underneath. And then I think that's the boss chamber right there. Because like normally you would come up this way, and then there's the hole that you drop down to get over here, and I think that's where that area is. Oh, I'm hoping they know this fight. I really am. That's weird. When I got on, there was no queue time. So, I'm not sure. Jeez. Ooh. I'm gonna roll greed on it. I doubt I get it, but I'm gonna roll greed on it anyway. I'm getting pretty good at my rotations, so did everybody roll on it? What the heck? Oh, one dude rolled need on it. That sucks. All right, leave group, and then let's invite you to group. Are you wanting to take your Fellsworn vibes? See, that's what I thought too until recently. I actually started looking at them before just clicking disenchant, but okay. Are you also going are you doing a caster on that guy, or how are you building your dude? Okay. Yeah. And so far it feels good in here, so I'm not too worried about it. Exactly. They can cast and run at least two things of fireball and AoE. I remember that got changed, but outside of that I couldn't remember what all changed from them. Uh-oh. Why am I lagging? I'm like super lagged, y'all. I hope it's the server. Is everybody else lagged or what? Well, it still says I'm connected to the internet, so it's got to be the server, right? Whew. I'm telling you, man, after having all those issues with the internet, it freaks me out anytime there's any kind of lag whatsoever. But this Starlink stuff, man, oh, it is working phenomenally. At least on my end. I don't know, but it needs to start Friday. Would you guys want to see us do anything on these servers? Just as a giggle, or should we stick to Conquest of Azeroth? Because like I thought about doing the stress test at least, but outside of that, the only reason why I would do anything on these two servers is to get those 2 free boxes, so that we can get some more outfits for these servers. Yeah, no, it's actually doing really really well, even with all the kids on. I'm still The upload speed is still phenomenal on this when it ranges between like 10 and 15. Now, granted, I'm having to run an Ethernet cable halfway across the house, um, but yeah, I mean it is what it is. Do I have any grapes left? I feel like I need a snack. I haven't been able to eat well for 2 dang days. There are some grapes left, but not a whole lot. I've been on Ethernet cable the whole time, but there's been, we've had what? We've had 2 other internets. And the biggest problem that we've had with all of the internet is either one side of the house gets phenomenal internet, whether you're Ethernet in or Wi Fi or whatever. One side gets great internet, the other side gets terrible internet. So the first one we had was Cox. And that one was okay because the box was like right next to the room. There were a couple days where the internet would just drop for no reason, like the whole internet would drop. So that was frustrating. But outside of that, it was good. And then we got, but the other side of the house either had no internet or terrible internet. So they wanted something that would hopefully help the other half of the house as well. So they got that one that's based on cell towers, and even direct lined into that, the upload speed was absolutely terrible for me. So after talking with my sister and my brother-in-law and agreeing to pay half the monthly bill for it, we we got Starlink. And now, granted, it has to be set up on the other side of the house, but I'm able to run the entire uh, Ethernet cable all the way across, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, Realm is up, and I'm out of grapes. That doesn't help being attacked by 3 of them. Wait, oh, I've been running the wrong direction. I saw that little gnome and I was like, I don't know why I started running the direction he was going. I cannot tell you how badly my throat hurts, guys. Like, I'm probably eating too many cough drops to try and help soothe my throat. But man, oh man. I went to a hospital yesterday and they tested for like strep and stuff. All of it came back as negative, which is great. But they also couldn't tell me what was causing the issue, and we didn't do any kind of like x-rays or any of that kind of jazz. But man, oh man. I thought I queued us for a dungeon. Yeah, boom. Oh, you're all the way up in Red Ridge. I didn't think there was anything in Red Ridge for the Horde. Or am I thinking of the wrong area? That's Stone Talon. Yeah, Red Ridge is over on this side. Oh, it's because you're a night elf. I looked over and I thought that was a troll, and I was like, how the fuck? I was confusion.
Great to meet you. See you soon.
There's that doofenshmirtz that was killing me earlier, I think. Possibly not. Viruses since 2020 have been insanely strong, I find. I can totally understand what you're going through, though. I've had something similar a few times. Then I swallowed a pill and it got stuck for over. Oof. No, I went to the docks yesterday after work. Like I left work at 3. I didn't get seen by a doctor until I want to say like 6:30, 6:45. And then they tested for COVID. They tested for strep. Both of those came back negative. Uh, he looked at my throat and he's like, "Well, yeah, I can see that it's red and kind of irritated." But he's like, "Outside of that, I don't see anything." And all the tests came back negative. And he's like, "So your best bet is let us give you a steroid shot. That's going to help reduce any inflammation and swelling that there is, and then just relax and drink lots of water and rest and all the fun stuff." And I was like, "I will do my best." And he's like, "Well, do you need a note for work?" And I was like, "That's not going to help, man. I don't. I mean, I work in a building with people, but it's not like I'm customer forward. I don't technically do a whole lot of talking. I do more like texting and things of that nature with my job, but I was like, nah, I'm good, fam." Of course. I'm in combat. Skip that. And teleport to dungeon. Oof. I didn't think you could have 3-letter words for a character name. Helps if I have my buffs up. Jeez. And then, of course, I get put to sleep. And It's worth pulling all the extras now. Ow. I'm not in combat. Now we're only at 16% crit. We're definitely gonna need more crit at a certain point, but no more lag. Oh, everything lagged on me. Holy crap. Well, internet connection's still good, so I don't know what that was. Oh, y'all went the other way. Maybe I need to go with shocking instead of spell power for now. Woo, look at that. Anybody wanting to go again? Jeez, it is 101 degrees outside, y'all. That is ridiculous. That minimap placement, this that minimap plays this guy games for a living. So board. The reason why I put it in the middle is I like to try and have anything that's quote unquote important because of how big my monitor is center of the map as possible, so that I don't have to look around too much. So like I have the mini map here, I have all of my like target and health stuff here, spells are here, so that they're all within eye line sight. Good job, heals. By the way, Vibes, do you have the bobblehead, just in case you want to do some dungeon quests? I don't know if you have it. I guess that you have the bobblehead, but I just figured I would ask as well, because if you don't have a bobblehead, then I can pop it every time we do a dungeon in case you want the quests. No problem. What is this tank, by the way? Primalist? Why is it that the Primalists seem to be incredibly decent tanks right off the rip? Because, like, I'm just afraid that any other tank that I would try to do my rotation on that's level 20, I'd pull off of. Primalists just seem to be so overpowered as tanks. It's ridiculous. That and Venomancers. That's why, honestly, I think I'm gonna go Primalist tank and Venomancer healer. If I had to just pick one off the rip like that. They hold aggro very well, but only doing Earthquake is kind of boring. Yeah, but if you're a tank and your whole point is to do as much AoE as possible to hold as much aggro as possible, I could see that being a good idea, to just spam Earthquake and whatever other abilities you have to do damage. I don't know. My other thing too is again, I didn't think you could have a 3-letter name. That's interesting that he has one. Boom. I would assume that most of the 3-letter names are taken already. Probably. But I don't know. I know there's some games that they have to be a certain length so that it's harder for people to have inappropriate names. Come on, tank. I'm losing static just standing here. So loss of 1 spell power, but we should be good there. Dang, that is a ton of int, but I don't know if I want to give up 11 spell power for that. Boom, boom. That hurt, y'all. He told well slapped me like I was just being a nuisance. Dang, look at you over there doing all that damage. Shoo. Ruin, fell fireball. You're doing fantastic, man. Um, and cover. I remember when the spellcaster had access to summoning a fell. What are those stupid giant golems called? You know what I'm talking about? They were the ones that walk around in Outlands. But during Alpha, the Fellsworn was able to summon those guys, which was pretty neat. But I haven't seen anyone summon one since, so. Fell Reaver? No, not the Fell Reaver. They were the giant rock guys. The Reavers with the big boss level dudes that would walk around and one-shot you while doing quests if you didn't pay attention to the sound or the ground. And then they added one in Shadowbringers, I believe. Or no, Legion. They added one in Legion. I wish we could summon a Reaver. That would be dope. No, not that one. I'd have to go back and rewatch the streams that I did or the build. I think I did a build guide for it back in Alpha. And yeah, I know it was. I don't know. A lot's changed though since the last time I played it. Like I said, I mean, I haven't played one since Alpha. I don't like that it says I would get more spell power for that. I'm gonna need roll or greed roll on it just in case, but now just so you know, you don't have to be in the room if you don't want to deal with the silence effect if you're a spellcaster. If you've got the range, just stay outside the room, and for whatever reason he can't. He can still hit you with like sheep and stuff out here, but he can't hit you with his silence. For whatever reason, he cannot hit you with silence while you're outside this door. So I'm not sure what that's about, but oh, looks like it's just you and me now. Oh, no, not leave party. Crap, I hit the wrong button. That was my bad, dude. Have to be as far back as you though, because it was still getting me. Oh, really? I accidentally left the group, but I just sent you another invite. I thought I sent you an invite. All right. Ooh, I didn't realize we leveled up. Okay. So we could go with this one in order. So this will increase the damage of anybody that's rooted, which would just be anybody that's hit with our Eye of the is it Eye of the Storm? Yeah. So Eye of the Storm would be good. We could go with this to get Forked Lightning to do more, hit more targets, but I'm not really worried about that. This would reduce the Arm of Thorum cooldown by 1.5 seconds when we cast Call Lightning or Electrocute. We spam a lot of Electrocutes. Dark Skies, when you deal critical damage, or when your direct damage spells fail to critically strike, your critical strike chances increase by 2% for 10 seconds. Stacks up to 5. Well, that's not bad. We are getting a lot of crit, though, so I'm not too worried about that. By the way, Caleb, if you're on Rexxar and wanna run dungeons with us, shoot me a whisper in game. My name is Anaya Storm. I think, to be honest, the way I want to go with this is going to be Thunder Shocker. That gives us 3 points, so we can still grab this one. We'll be able to grab this one so that Shock has more periodic damage when we're doing single target. So that's 2 there. We'd have 1 more point left. Did I ever tell you I really hate people? Like, what was the point in running by and having a 2-man team just take me out? Does not. I mean, I couldn't queue, so I made you leader. Okay. Yes, that one, Infernal. That's the one I was thinking of. That's the one I was thinking about. Okay. It says we're queued, so... Oh, we're bugged, vibes. We'll need to leave group and then regroup. So leave party. Oh, no, I'm bugged. I can't do either. Hold on. I'm the one that's bugged. It won't let me queue or unqueue, so... There we go. Okay. Okay. You don't have to switch to Starcaller. If you still want to go with your Fellsworn, I got no problem with that. I was just bugged, so I had to reload real fast. Oh, your Starcaller? I mean, if I wasn't trying to get the extra 10% XP, I wouldn't even be in war mode right now. But 10% is a lot to leave on the table sometimes. We're out of rested XP, which is a bummer. The Fellsworn rotation, even though it's only a few buttons, I have to smash them too much. Personally, I think it was worse back when it was in alpha, because it was a lot of buttons, but it was a what do you call it? Like it was, you had to use this skill to buff this skill, to buff this skill, to buff this skill, to then go back and buff the original skill. And so, like, I had to have, I want to say like 3 macros, one for single target, one for AoE, and then one that was just my buffs. Or no, it was the turn into the demon form so I could do all of my bigger hits. But yeah, I mean, god dang it. See, I just don't understand. See, then you have all this nonsense. Like, if you want a PvP, like, go PvP, man. Like, I don't understand why you need to target literally everyone as you're running through. Like, do fucking quests or go do PvP content. I don't know if they chased off those two or killed those two, but there you go. Just waiting on a tank. I figured I would have slowed him down enough that he would have just, like, gone away, but... Pick a fight with somebody, I dare you. I have half a mind just to go back to, our main camp and take war mode off just so that I can stop dealing with those stupid people. Like, it'd be one thing, like, that guy started doing 1v1. Granted, I was trying to run away from him, but there's no way this class is going to take on in a one-on-one fight, take on a melee character. It's just not possible. I have to move and groove too much. Or rather, they move, which means I have to change the angle of my attacks, which becomes increasingly more difficult the more they move. That's why, like, PvP runs are okay, because typically people are standing still attacking one thing, and I can go at range and attack them. Which I have not tried to do any PvP since we got the new internet, so maybe we try some of that too, but... Yeah, most people like me who go high risk don't actually want to PvP, we just want some good gear. I don't mind 1v1, but it's never like 1v arena would be. I would love to smash them on my 60. Yeah. It's just, it's frustrating when all I'm trying to do is quests and I'm just using that. That's why I agreed that they should have their own server. Like, the people that want to do PvP content should have their own little place you go away and do your thing. Oop, I don't know why I picked up that quest. Like, I never do the quests here because they take so many runs to complete. I saw a video where we can put our COE builds now. Did you hear about it? No. What do you mean? Oh. Well, I got booted here, so I can turn war mode off, though. Just not deal with that anymore. No, it's not going to let me do it. It's a COA Builds website. I don't want to put the link unless you say, yeah, go ahead. I don't think it will let you, but you're more than welcome to try. It looks like Jut just got on. Yeah, I don't think it's going to let you post links. What you may need to do, because I know I can post links, I don't know if anybody else can. You may have to message me on Discord with it, and then I can post it from there for everybody. Discord, by the way, is just the same name, Hello Heroes Guild. Is that .com? Okay. I'll try and pull it as soon as this dungeon's over. I still don't get how the site tracks data, though. Which site? The build hub? COE builds. Yeah, no idea. Unless it's somebody that is going in and getting the well, I mean, if it works like it does with Diablo builds, like on you know, not Curse Forge, like Icy Veins and stuff. I mean, that's people that are putting those builds together and posting them. Mobholics, it's the same way. I mean, they just get basically the calculator and then go, this is like you know, anytime there's an update, obviously it's a few days behind, but yeah. Yeah, that one I don't like. That where it's like top DPSers or whatever. If it's not like World of Warcraft where they're keeping that data in the back end and it's the devs posting it, no idea. Okay. Go here, go to Google. Oh yeah, this looks, so that looks exactly like it does over on Mobholics. Like just the layout so far. It's like somebody took Mobholics and just copy pasted it. Well, I'm just saying like the loadout. Like this loadout here where it's like, okay, what class are you trying to do? Are you trying to do, you know, DPS, heals, tanks, all that fun stuff? All of this is the exact same as Mobholics for like Diablo, World of Warcraft, stuff like that. That's all I was saying. COA Ascension Logs.gg. Then that might actually be them posting it, not someone else. Well, I mean, that's possible too. Then, if that was the case, though, I wouldn't really trust it. Me personally, I wouldn't trust it, but because the problem with that is like you don't know if they're talking baseline gear, fully enchanted, unless it shows you their setup, their build, the whole 9 yards. I just don't see how it would be a trustworthy set of information, because like they tried doing that for a while on ESO, and it wasn't working out because you didn't know what their rotation was, you didn't know what their skills were, what gear they were working, any of that kind of stuff. If they were, vampire, werewolf, maxed out mage guild, whatever the case was, like you didn't know any of that information, so it made it very hard for you to duplicate what they were doing. Okay, that's not too bad then. Yeah, so you can put in your talents, rotation stats, import codes, pretty much everything you need. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then absolutely. Like, it would be worth it at that point. Which of the COA servers are European? No idea. I mean, I think technically they all are, or they're not all. I don't know. The only reason why we have multiple servers right now is because of the amount of players playing COA. Dang it. I mean, I'm on Rexxar, so I would recommend Rexxar, but Each server has anyone from everywhere. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I just didn't. I don't remember if I ever selected, like AU, EU, whatever, or UA rather. Vibes, you don't have to let me win in DPS, bud. Find servers at any point, Bolts and Rexxar. Last I heard from the dev team, they were talking about building another server because of how many people were on both servers. So it depends on how many are going to jump ship when the seasonal stuff starts. Like, if enough people jump both servers to where they're both incredibly calm, they'll merge servers pretty quick. But if it's like a lot of people like me, I know for sure, I will probably do both of the private or the seasonal servers just so I can get those 2 new boxes to get 2 new armor sets, and then after that, I'll be back over to this. And like stress test is supposed to be tomorrow, if I remember correctly, and then the servers are supposed to go live on Friday. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so they are giving out boxes for each server, just like they did with this. Ah, crap, I fell off. I got stuck on the dang table. There we go. Ascension became what it is today thanks to their classless system. It's amazing to see the final version of it once again. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I will most likely, that's the most saddlebags I've seen spawn in this dungeon run. I will probably will be gone, so that means builds can go wild. We'll see. I'm not opposed to, I'm definitely going to do the stress test. Hopefully we'll be able to do the stress test tomorrow. But like, I'm also half tempted, or I'm curious to know if you guys would rather see the seasonal stuff or stay on COA. I'm personal to COA versus the seasonal stuff. I was never a huge fan of the seasonal, like the free pick or wild draw. Just was never my cup of tea. Okay. Build defining legendary enchants were a core part of the Ascension class build path. Now that those limits are lifted, we will be given so much more flexibility to craft our own perfect class. So, like, for example, the mystic or the legendary enchant that made it to where, say, we were able to do like the healing archer build. You know what I mean? I'm drawing a blank as to what the name of that build was, but I swear to God, if I missed because he teleported, I'm gonna be really mad on this fight. Spell power by 12, haste rating by 3, and jeez, no. Alright, just for giggles, let's go look at the... Yep. Those are blue rarity now, and you can have several of those, not limited to one. That's gonna be weird. At least that's how Dutch explained it in QA. Okay. Insta-Q. If I go Stormbringer... There's PvE wind and a Maelstrom leveling. And that's it for Stormbringer right now on that server. That's crazy. I did not see what they just asked in party chat. Okay. Yaga Baba. Like all of the conversions for abilities are baseline versus as an enchant. Like making Sinister Strike do fire damage instead of 2, it's not limiting. Yeah. When you get a chance, can I get a shot of your lightning talents? Absolutely. Since he just pulled a whole bunch. Here. That's where I'm at so far. No problem. I wonder if this tank realizes that they upped the XP rate on the mini bosses. Okay, and then I want to go here, here. Also, we will have good XP rates there, lol, with auras and XP pots being in their full power too. Nice. I might have to grab me a couple when we go. Because like I said, at the very minimum, I'm going to do both realms just so I can get the boxes and then come back to COA. But it really just boils down to, like, whether or not I start enjoying those servers. But we'll see. I've always enjoyed COA more than I have the rest of it, to be honest. I don't know, to be honest. I never really have cared for it. I played a lot of it when I first downloaded the game before I had access to the PTR server. But I don't know. I've always enjoyed it more, or I've enjoyed the classless less than I have COA. So, I don't know. Maybe, like, the only thing I can think of really is why I enjoy this one more is just because it doesn't, like, yeah, the locations, the quests, all that kind of stuff is World of Warcraft, but the character classes are so uniquely different to stuff I have done on WoW before that it feels different, I guess. I mean, the only real class I liked from the class list system, and I say that as a loose term, but the only like archetype that I liked, let me put it that way. The only archetype that I liked was the Grove Ranger, because I liked the Hunter class, and the fact that it also does damage while healing was phenomenal to me. I liked that. You do know that a lot of COA abilities will come as an enchant slots. No, I haven't looked at anything for the season 10 stuff, to be honest with you, except for the fact that they said that we're getting new boxes. I heard that and I was like, please, I would love to have more gear sets on here. They will combine everything Isogen has, as this is their final season and final stand. Ow. Who are we supposed to be taking out? Coldbringer? Then why in the crack are we going this way? Ooh, I've got so much crap I need to get rid of, bud. No, I haven't watched the trailer. I'll be honest, I didn't know there was one until I was getting stuff ready for this stream today. I just read what they had posted in Discord while I was at work. Also, the final message from Kaladin was quite mysterious. Yeah, I'll look at it when I get off or get done streaming. Something like this isn't the end, but a start of something new. Which tells me that they've already planned to build a new server. I like how I pulled aggro, but the Tinker is doing a metric ton of damage. I'm too shiny and flashy, probably. Did they say why in that video that the season 10 is only going to be vanilla and not up to Burning Crusade? If I remember reading the servers correctly when we were logging in the other day. Well, I mean, what is it? Area 52 is still Burning Crusade. Getting close to 50, y'all. And generally, seasons didn't go other expansions before 6 months to do all content in vanilla. Okay. See, I didn't know that, because, like, ever since I've been playing, I swear that they did, TBC on those two servers, and then everybody else was vanilla, with the exception of the one server that they were using to test out Lich King. The tank died. That would explain why we were all taking a crap ton of damage. Also, I am pretty sure there are no Worldforged stuff in TBC, nor any new stuff added in last year to TBC. Could be wrong, but TBC has been untouched for a while. I'm fairly confident that you're right on that. Because all of the new stuff they've been working on has been for vanilla, so. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, and I agree. Of course, now there's no point in them trying to continue building that stuff out. And of course, I get mind control. Because I love TBC, but it is what it is. Yeah, no, TBC, what I like about it is the fact that we get flying. Like, I've been saying for ages I would love for COA to get to TBC just so that we could get flying and new zones, new dungeons. I just made a Stormbringer and said, how are you liking it? Love it. Absolutely love the Stormbringer. Between the infinite mana, tons of AoE, decent single target with lightning. It is definitely a fantastic class. Let's see here. Gosh. What was that that meme years ago. It was like 2 strength, 2 stam, leather belt or something like that. My brothers were obsessed with that meme when it came out. But yeah, no, I love the Stormbringer. Out of all the classes so far, Stormbringer is by far my absolute favorite class. Awesome, made a good choice. Which is better for PvE, Maelstrom or Lightning? Are you wanting to do dungeons, solo content? Like, which way are you wanting to go with it? Because if you're wanting to do just like solo stuff and you don't care about dungeons, go Maelstrom. Though Maelstrom can be okay in dungeons. If you're going to do primarily dungeons or be in a group, then I highly recommend going Lightning. Mostly dungeon, then yeah, I would recommend Lightning personally. Um, for single target, you still have a huge nuke when it comes to Arm of Thorum and Call Lightning. You have plenty of AoE when it comes to Vault, Forked Lightning, Body of Lightning, Eye of Storm, Conjure Storm, and Whirlpool. So I mean, it's a pretty strong overall build. Plus the amount of crit that you get is just absolutely phenomenal. Can I get one more Thorm off? Yes, I can. Look at that. Molten or Arm of Thorm did 15k of that damage for us. Let's see, what time is it? 2 o'clock. Nope, not leave party. Leave dungeon is what I want. Let's not accidentally mess that up. Also thinking, and I just noticed I was 30 seconds behind. So sorry for the late reply. No, you're good, man. You're really good. Don't worry about it. I want to try and go back there, but I also want to get rid of freaking war mode since there's people out here actively PvPing. So I'm gonna go fly back down to Booty Bay, turn in this quest right here, and hopefully get rid of stinking war mode while I'm down there.
Strength and honor. Farewell.
If there weren't people actively out here just running around ganking people, then I wouldn't care, but unfortunately that seems to be the case. I'll whisper Jut, see if he wants to join. Tell you what, this rain's gonna put me to sleep though if I keep running into zones like that. Wouldn't catch me, high risk in Stranglethorn Vale. Too risky and annoying. When checking Ascension logs for Stormbringer, highest ranked DPS ranked Lightning doesn't even pick any of the 60s talents. Seriously? Weird. Okay, where's my quest turn? It's inside the hut there. I usually just do it till like 25:30. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, if you could, Tiber, that would be great. I'd love to see what they're doing. And Vibes, did you mean to leave a group? Just invite both? Okay, I got you. I thought I clicked the wrong button somewhere, and I was like, oh no. Uh-oh. It's bugged again. Sent wrong base. That's fine. Nope. It's still bugged for me too. The heck? Alright, hold on. We may have to redo it all. Or I may have to log all the way out and then back in. Why won't it let me see? I need to just click view armory then. Oh, they don't. They pick up Flux Arc. Your Forked Lightning and Arm of Thorum now marks enemies for 6 seconds. Your Call Lightning against marked enemies deals an additional 15% of its damage to nearby enemies. And then they have the Electric Cage, too. That's weird. I mean, I'll take their word for it, but the fact that they're not trying to boost Arm of Thorum is weird. It's all electrocute damage, crit strike. That's a little odd. Okay, now it will let me do it. Invite, invite, and now I'm bugged again. So one of y'all is bugged and won't let you do dungeons then. Just FYI.
Speak, friend. Be safe.
There we go. Wow, haven't done this dungeon yet. What quests do I got here? Are there any quests here? Oh, yep. I don't know which ones are for this particular area, but I'm gonna grab all of them. Oh, no I won't, because my quest log is full. I don't know if I need any of those. Alright, let's just go catch up to these guys. Okay, I got your vibes. Now, I'll do a deep dive here in a minute on how they're building for that raid boss. Huh. Maybe the level 60 talents are just garbage for raids. I don't know. Once this dungeon's done, I can pop a third book or another book so that we have 4 specs, and I can attempt the build that you sent me, and we can see what major differences there are. Because, hey, I mean, if it does more damage, I'm not opposed to saying, hey, my build sucks. Like, somebody's obviously done way better. We can look at their gear, see what kind of stats they're trying to roll, what enchants they're running. You sent a different one as well? Okay. We can look at both, it's fine. Okay. 2 more bars and we'll be 50 though. So that would be a good point for us to try and do a little bit of respecking if necessary. I just don't get it, because, like, Thunder Wave should be okay for AoE. Ride the Lightning should be okay, period. But Lord of Lightning would, I figure, be the best passive on there, but... Increases all damage dealt by Forked Lightning, Call Lightning, and Electrocute by an additional 30% and allows you to Electrocute to strike 3 additional enemies while you're in Storm Ascendancy. Or you have Lightning Waves, so that anytime you're using Forked Lightning in AoE situations, it has a chance to change to a different one? I don't know. True. Like, that's the only thing I can think of, is that none of them are good for single target, and so that's why they're just like, meh, I don't need any of those during a world boss fight. So I wonder if they have a setup to where they have like one spec is AoE and one spec is single target. Because if they're not going to use Fork Lightning really at all, and they just use Shock and Electrocute, then yeah, I've got no problem swapping up how I do my build. How do I see which logs? Blazing. The top people's builds. So I can send a link. Hold on. So if you go there, and then that's going to be specifically for, I think, a Stormbringer, but you go to that website and then you click on Armory when you're on somebody's build, and it'll pop it all up. Alexander, just go to the website. I haven't looked at it specifically for me, so I don't know how to switch builds, but you can go there and mess with it right now and see if you can find anything. Anyway, it's what people post after dungeon or raid runs with their setup and parsing scores. Yeah. Okay, you guys can go have fun playing with that for just half a second. I'm gonna go and see about switching up our build real quick. I'm just gonna go ahead and redo both trees and just follow along with theirs. Boom, boom. And then they go. Okay, the icon's different on there, but that's fine. Boom. Boom. And then they go here and here. Okay. And then they pick up Storm Chaser, Eye of the Tornado, Storm Cloak, Storm Ascension. They come and grab 2 points here in A3 Master. They pick up increases the amount of beneficial Storm Purge. I guess they're picking up. Sure, we can grab that. Or no, take that off. I want to grab at least one of those first. And then over here, they are going boom, 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 boom. 2 points there. 2 points there. 1. 2. Lightning Cage. 2 points there. And then we've got 2 points left, so let's grab Sparks and Critical Static, I guess. Because then all they do is Lightning Cage there, and then they're on to this row here. Alright, I'm coming back. I'm coming back, sorry. Okay, so what I've gathered by initial inspection is that Stormbringers are average when it comes to DPS, almost always middle of the pack. That's fine. Went through a lot of logs of runs, and the average Stormbringer in these groups pump average of 4.5k DPS is Lightning and 3.9 is Maelstrom, while an average Templar pumps around 6 to 8k in comparison. Okay. Yeah, I mean, meleeers are always going to do more DPS than us because we're going to have to move a lot. They don't, as far as I know. I don't believe they get a blink, like ever, sadly. It would be easy to give us a blink, just reuse Thunderous Blink from the normal mage stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Both specs did around 5.5 to 6.5, at least for most of it. One that stood out was Archer Ranger and Shadowhunter Witch Doctor. Jeez. 113k though, with their setup. Not gonna lie, that's pretty impressive. I need the skill that allows me to get cooldown on Mark of Thorum though, or Arm of Thorum. I guess I can see why Archery Ranger does around 7k single target on bosses. That class is pure single target. Yeah. That was our problem with it when we were test running it. Like, it only did single target damage. So kiting mechanics were terrible. It didn't do a whole lot of single target damage low level either, so it made it super impossible. There's level 50, everybody. Armory. Go back over here. We've got 1 point. We'll go ahead and put our next point there. We can start doing command boards now, I think, for dungeons. Thank you, thank you. Target all part. . Oh, goodness gracious. I still gotta go look at their gear too and figure out what they're rolling and all that fun stuff. From what I can see, they have their dual wielding just by doing a quick look over at my other screen. All of their stuff is level 64, 61 and higher, it looks like. Let's see here. Spell power crit, spell power crit, spell power crit. So it looks like spell power crit and hit are the stats that they're going with. Enchants are all imp based enchants, it looks like. But yeah, for raids, you gotta have the hit rating though. I think I'm going to change some of this up just a tad bit.
Check out that place. We're under attack! Repel the invaders!
Yeah, I'll have to get used to how I have the skills set up now, but I think this will make it faster for me to cast the single target spells that I'm needing to throw. Man, seeing Infernal Fellsworn be top 3 in PvP PvP makes me really want to roll one myself. Vibes was just doing one a minute ago. Let's pop this.
Landlubbers are tougher than I thought. I'll have to improvise.
I feel like I'm missing a buff. I wonder if his stun is ranged base. Arena laser boards is filled with them, and almost every raid log has at least one. I mean, single target, I think we jumped up in DPS following their build guide so far. Been watching a lot of arenas last myself, learning a lot. Nice. I'll actually have to get off after this dungeon, because I'm gonna have to start getting stuff ready for me to go bowling tonight. Take some more medicine, relax a little bit. I don't know. This feels aside from the fact that I changed up my layout, this actually feels really good. Even the AoE damage doesn't feel lackluster. And I feel like I'm keeping mana up a lot more. So yeah, this definitely feels better. Thank you for showing that to me, Tiber. Four. Then we get to use our arm. When you get a chance, you can show me the new talents. Yeah. I'll show it to you real quick. And then I'm actually going to have to get off, like I said. So I appreciate... Oh, they want to do cookie? I'll do cookie. Okay, then focus, cookie. All right. Let's leave party. That's hilarious that I'm flying on that. Okay. So to show you the new talents, this is where we're at right now with the talent tree that they've given us. But this, let me see if I can, oh, no, it won't let me do it. Okay. So this right here, let me post this one in chat for you. But Caleb, this is where I'm at looking at it. And it's got Stormbringer talents here, and then everything that we need for the lightning. This is the build that I'm following right now. They have crit at 10% with gear. They have 1% haste. Hit chances also at 10% with gear. Their spell power is through the actual roof. Holy cow. Crit rating is 145. Haste rating is 10. That's fine. But this is where I'm following right now. So I'm actually going to favorite this on to my bar before I get off for the day. But that's what we're following, and we've already seen a mass increase in at least single target damage. So it's a plus there. Now I just have to get used to how I'm rolling these points here, or my skills there, just so that I'm not accidentally clicking the wrong button multiple times. But oh, we got to 50. I'll empty out my bags here shortly. But yeah, so awesome there, guys. We gained a couple levels. I wasn't sure how long I was going to be actually streaming today, just because with my throat acting stupid and the fact that I feel like I'm constantly needing to burp or be sick. So that's why normally I would keep going for like another 2 hours today before I have to leave for bowling. But I want to take more medicine and then kind of relax and get all situated. But that's uh, um, but yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is I'm trying to finish up this guy. Then we're gonna figure out what kind of healer we want to run. I'm thinking we go like for me, I'm personally thinking I want to go. Says I have a quest item in my bag that's tradable. So I don't know. Um, but I was thinking about going like Veno for healing. To be honest with you, unless you guys really want me to redo the cultist healing for like melee purposes, but the other healer I was thinking was going to be um, Pyro was the other one I was thinking, but we'll see. I don't know yet. But yeah, outside of that, guys, I will catch you in the next one, which will be tomorrow. Hopefully, my throat's a little bit better tomorrow. But we're going to do our best to get up as high level as we can tomorrow. Um, I doubt we hit 60 tomorrow, but I really, really hope we get pretty far up there. So, what about Sun Cleric Healer? I've thought about that. I've made one in the past, so we may do that one as well. I was hoping to do the Vino because it's more of like a druid healer, which is what I really liked from Classic. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I might do a poll and see what you guys want to do. I appreciate that, Vibes. Thank you so much, and I will definitely try not to drag down my bowling team because out of everybody that bowls on our team, I'm by far the worst bowler. So I'm getting better. I'm getting better, but I'm not there yet. All right, guys. I will catch you in the next one, which will be tomorrow. I hope to see you there. Um, if there's anything that you guys want to see specifically, make sure you leave me a comment. I read all the comments and I try to respond to all the comments. But it's the best way to reach me when I'm not on stream because I'm constantly checking YouTube just to see if you guys have anything that you have questions about or want to see or any of that kind of stuff. So if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please make sure that you do that. Also, I just noticed that Rage Gaming LP has subscribed to the channel. I don't know if that's the Rage Gaming that I'm subscribed to, but if it is, that is amazing in Bad A. So hopefully that's who that really is, but we'll see. But thank you for the subscribe and welcome to the guild. I will catch you guys later. Stay safe out there, have fun, and as always, stay legendary heroes. Peace out.